Hi everyone, my name is Danielle. I'm with Inspire Me to DIY. It's a blog that is for home decorating, DIY crafts, and DIY stuff around your house. Because who wants to live in an ugly house, right? Today we're going to do a Mother's Day card. I'm not sure if everybody's ready for Mother's Day. I know I am, even though my mom has been gone 31 years now. I still have women in my life that I love to celebrate for Mother's Day. And I like to have a little something too for Mother's Day. But have you seen the price of cards? I mean, really. Sometimes they're $7, $8, $10 for a card. And a lot of times people don't save cards. I save cards only because I like to cut them up and make other things from them. So today we're going to make our own Mother's Day cards. And hopefully you will find something that works great for you. I'm going to do a bunch of different styles. The first one I want to show you is this Mother's Day card I just made. I bought a set of cards. I don't know if you can see. There's a line down the middle so you can already fold them. And they come with envelopes. And I think it was a big set, like a set of 50 of them for like $10. So you can make cards till you're blue in the face. So I took these, they come in white and off-white, and I don't know, I like the white. So this is what I did. When you open it, I put a little paper on the inside. I've got a little heart I glued here. Here's my Mother's Day card. I used stamps, and I hand wrote Mom, and as you can see, things are falling out. I got little hearts in there. The insides are blank, so you can make your own message. I like to put poetry in there or something that really pertains to the person I'm giving them to, and Google it. You can find a whole bunch of different things that works well on there. So today, this is the one with the stamps. Let me show you. I'm going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see my very messy work surface. So let me get it settled, situated. I don't know, can you guys see okay right there? As you see, I've got stamps. I've got little stamp ink pads. I've got ribbon. I love this crocheted ribbon, but it's sticky back, so you can glue it right on your paper. I have all types of washi tape. Let's see, I love this one with the birds on it. I have ribbons, stamps, things that I cut out like those little hearts that were inside the card. I got butterfly stamps. I don't know if you can see that. And then I have an array of things that I've already made. So these are some of my watercolors. Let me see if I can move that down. Here's some of my watercolors. I love to paint, and you can take different things that you paint, glue them on your card, which would be wonderful. Or you could cut the little squares out, however you want to do it. Let's see. There's one here, if I can find it. I love that one. I just love the different colors. There's one here that I used that was stamps. Here it is. My little bee stamps. So anything that you want to do, and you could put a stamp on your envelope, it would be great. So what I'm going to start with is something pretty easy. Everybody can do this. I have my card. I already kind of folded it so I know the area that I want to do. Okay, so it's going to be kind of upside down for you for a while until, see if I can get that situated better. How's that? Alrighty. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see any comments. I know Facebook has been having issues with that, so hopefully if you leave me a comment, that would be amazing. I will respond to you when I'm done with my video. I'm going to do, let's see, I am going to do some flowers. And I'm going to do some three-dimensional flowers. So I'm going to put this aside for a minute, get a piece of this is some watercolor paper that I just cut up. So I cut it kind of the size of my card, so if you glue it right on, it looks good. But I think what I'm going to do is I might cut make a flower and cut it out. So let's see. Start with my center. I'm just going to make a circle like that. And then I'm going to draw some petals. Just come around like that. Nothing fabulous. I mean, I've never seen a bunch of flowers with all perfect petals. There we go. Nothing great. And I'm going to watercolor in there. So let me get some of my watercolors. My watercolor set, I bought this empty, and I had some tube watercolors. I don't know if you can see, I got quite a mess there. Tube watercolors that I poured in there and let dry. And then all I have to do is reactivate them with water. And I made a little graph because when you look at the paint, you don't really know exactly the color. So I made a little chart myself and put the name of the paint in there. So it makes it much easier. So if you ever want to do watercolors and, you know, even the little sets that they have for children, the little watercolor sets, those are also really great. Let's see, I'm going to do some orange here. Let me get some water. Do some orange here, and I'm just going to paint out my flower. Ooh, I kind of like that. And it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines because we're going to cut this out. So just kind of get it in there. Like that. All right, let's make the center a little darker. I want to do a little bit of brown in there. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, and you know what? And if it goes up into the petals, that's kind of cool because you get a little shading in there. But you know what? It all looks like the same color. So let me take a little paper towel, go straight down on it, lighten it up, and let's do that again. Okay. There we go. Watercolor is not as forgiving as some paints, which by forgiving, I mean if you make a mistake, not a lot of times can you fix it. But if it's wet enough, you can take the edge of a paper towel and it soaks it right up, and see how it makes it just lighter. There we go. Oops. Oh my goodness, I almost put my paintbrush in my coffee. Not good. All right. Okay. So we're going to let that dry a little bit because it's pretty wet. If we cut it out now, we'll just smear it. All right. So let's just let that dry. We'll set it over here. All right. So here's, we'll work on a different card while that one's drying. This one, where's my pencil? Here it is. If you see my table right now, you would laugh. It is such a mess. All right, I am going to make a line of butterflies. And if you see, I cut some butterflies out with my punch, my butterfly punch. And I cut some out and I glued two colors together like that and made his little wings up like that. Now that might be a problem when you stick them in the envelope. So you might have to smush them back down and then fluff them up when you're done. So I'm just going to make a line like that, just so I have a visual what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to glue my butterflies along this line like this. Or maybe I'll make it a little spaced out a little bit more. What do you guys think? I love that. So let's glue those babies on. There's so many things that you can use to make a Mother's Day card. I love to take greeting cards that I get and cut the pictures off and sometimes they have little flowers on them. Cut those off. And then I put them all in a box for stuff that I can use to make other paper projects. Let me show you. Like, I love this card. This was from a girlfriend of mine up north. And, I mean, I can cut all these little things out. This one, look at the flowers. This one even has three-dimensional little presents on it. Little words if you want to cut out. I mean, I love these. These are all little Bible verses. So you could just cut out each individual one and make cards out of those. Oops, I got it. You're so sweet. Got that. I hope I'm not angling this wrong. Oh, you guys got to see this. Ah! Is that awesome? I mean, I got to figure out how to put that little voice thing in my my cards. And then this one, I mean, all the flowers, the words you can cut out, just beautiful stuff. All right, so my little card here is going to dry. I love this. Now I'm going to write along the squiggly line, I'm going to write Happy Mother's Day. I always use a pencil for this because there's a lot of times you need to erase and start over. And make sure if you're going to erase, you're going to use a white eraser. If you use like these red pencil erasers, it's going to make a red mark on your paper, and that's not going to be good. So always use your white, and this is made just for pencil. All right, so if I want to follow my line along and just kind of put my words along there, can you guys see what I'm doing? Happy and it doesn't have to be great Mother's Day. All right, so you see how that kind of follows the line. All right, so I kind of like that. Some of the letters I'm not real married to. My Micron marker, the 005, is one of the best ones for lettering like this because it's very fine. So I'm going to go over my pencil and do my letters. There we go. I was going to show y'all how to make lotion bars. And I know last week I talked about that. And I actually did make a few. They turned out beautiful, but it is not something I can show on a video because I destroyed an entire kitchen, y'all. I mean, I had to take a putty knife and clean up the drips and stuff off the floor. Yeah. So if I ever get better at something like that in the kitchen, I might show you how to do it one day, but not now. I'm going to put on the blog, though, exactly how I did it with some pictures so you can see how to do it. I just can't do it on a video because I was a mess. All right, do you see my Happy Mother's Day? I know it's backwards. I know. It's the beauty of video. One of these days, I'm going to figure that all out. I've Googled it. I've done everything I can to try to figure out how to reverse the camera because I know you can. But for some reason, I am not able to do it on this phone. All right, so with the Micron pen, you can erase almost immediately the pencil marks off that you put on. Let's see. Aw, that's so pretty. I like that just by itself. But you know what? My butterflies need little antennas. So I'm going to get my 005 back out. Oops, it's over here. And I'm just going to put little antennas on these guys. Oh, they're so cute. And I might keep that pencil line in there. I don't know. I might do something else with it. There we go. Come on, pen. So what do you think? That's a sweet Mother's Day card. Put anything you want on the inside. You can even, you know, put your name on the back, made by, because you're the artist. All right. So let's see how our flower's doing. It's dry. It's dry. I'm going to take my Micron and put a little detail in there. Okay? I'm going to go around the edges. Oops, it's still a little wet. There we go. Go edges. And if they're squiggly, that's okay. It's kind of the design you want to do, however you want to do. I find that if I'm not so tense about how things turn out, I actually like how they turn out. I'm going to put some dots in the center, kind of make it a little sunflower. Little squigglies in my petals. All right. There he is. All right. I'm telling you, my desk is a disaster right now. I couldn't even, had to find my scissors underneath a pile of stuff. Okay. See if I can get around here. Do you guys have any big plans for Mother's Day? I know my kiddos live up north, so I hope I get to Zoom with them so I can see their faces because I miss them. They already sent me my gifts. The beauty of Amazon. I had put some of the gifts that I really think mothers would like on Mother's Day. I put that on my blog, and I also posted it on Facebook, and I actually got a couple of things off of there. The Innis cologne, it's I-N-I-S. I don't know if that's Innis or how you pronounce it. I think it's oh my goodness, I have no words. From Ireland. Jeez, I think it's Irish or Scottish, I don't know, but it smells amazing. I've always loved that cologne, so I got some of that. I got a charcuterie board for when I entertain. Oh, look at this little guy. Ugh. He's adorable. All right. So what I'm going to stick him on with, I bought from the Dollar Tree, I bought this set of sticky tape, and there's different thicknesses, thin, medium, and then this is the thicker. I like the thicker. And I'm going to make myself a 3-dimensional flower. So let's flip this guy around. I'm going to see how big a piece I need. All right, not very. I used to do this before they came out with neat little tape like this. I used to glue pieces of cardboard. See, now this is sticky on both sides, so I have to peel the one side off. Pieces of cardboard that I would glue in between. All right, where's my card? Huh. All right, let's fold this one up. Oh yeah, I glued butterflies on the other one. All right, so I put my flower on there. Okay, it's kind of, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's 3-dimensional. The little sticky on there, and it kind of leaves like a little shadow around it, which is cool. All right, so I'm going to do 2 more flowers there, and going to make like a little bouquet and put Happy Mother's Day here on the side. So let's make, okay, this one I want to do, maybe make it like a little daisy. So I'm going to make the center an oval. Make my daisy come out like this. Okay, make some little petals over here. So it's kind of like looking sideways. Okay, I'm going to take my micron and do that first and then do the watercolor. So that way I don't have to wait so much for it to dry. I am having, or should I say my husband is having, a little get-together tomorrow for 2 other couples for Mother's Day. So the guys are going to kind of take care of us tomorrow and do a little cookout. So I'm pretty excited about it because I like getting pampered. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to erase my marks. so I don't have my pencil in there. I love those microns. They're a little pricey. Oh, I did get a little smear. That's okay. They're a little pricey. I think a set of them is like $20 for 5. So they cost a little more, but man, you're only as good as your tools. I love that. Now, since daisies are white and yellow, I think I'm going to make mine yellow as soon as I find my paintbrush. Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. All right. So I'm going to make mine yellow. I got some yellow over here. I'm pulling, you probably can't see. I'm going to dab off some of that. Okay. And again, it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines. Oh, that's pretty. Yellow daisies. My favorite flower of all times is tulips. And my husband, bless his heart, I love him. He gets me tulips almost every single Saturday. So I just love, he's very romantic. I love that. I'm going to throw a little orange in there just to let it kind of give it a little dimension. Okay, let's do that center. Okay, dab off my brush. Dab it off a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I'm excited. I got a new dress. I'm all excited for Mother's Day tomorrow. Okay, let's see. So we have a daisy, we have a sunflower, and let's do, I don't want to do a tulip because just one tulip looks silly. So let's just do, let's do a purple coneflower. Oops. Coneflower, hence the cone. You got like a cone like this. That's their center. And then we've got flower petals that just come out. And they're a purplish color. And all of this is like seeds. Okay. You can see it is just a very crude drawing. Come around like that. Do my petals. They're almost like daisy petals, but the whole flower is shaped totally different. All right, put those little seeds in there. Okay. I think homemade cards are the best in the world. I used to get them from my kids all the time, and they're so sweet. And I love getting, where's my key? I love getting homemade cards. My girlfriend makes, if I can find it, the cutest lacy flowers. I just had it right here. Well, I'll have to find it. She makes it out of pieces of lace, and wow. Okay. Oh, here it is. Ta-da! Little pieces of lace and a button in the middle. Is that sweet? That would look so cute on a card. So that is another way to go. And it's just, she cuts out circles and glues them all together. Or maybe she sewed this one with the button. All right. Well, didn't get much color on that, did I? Purple. Purple coneflower. There we go. I've always loved watercolors. I love how light they are and airy. I have my own line of watercolor art that should be coming out hopefully in July. I have bookmarks and stationery and t-shirts and all sorts of stuff that will have my watercolors on it. So I'm pretty stoked about that coming out. Okay. we go. So we'll let those dry. And then we'll put those on our card, and we'll have a little bouquet of the 3 flowers. So that'll look, hello, that'll look pretty cute on there. All right, so let's go to something else. I want to use this on a card, so let's do that. I have gotten so much stuff from the Dollar Tree also. Let me show you these great butterflies, and they're 3-dimensional. And then there's some great big butterflies. This is all from the Dollar Tree. So if your Dollar Tree has a good craft section, that's awesome. You won't believe where I got these. I got these out of the Sunday paper. It was an ad for Spectrum, okay? Because it still says Spectrum on the back. But they had this little spring thing, and so I cut these out, and they also had some little ones on the side. So when I see things in newspapers or anything that I know I can cut out and make something with it, I do it. Okay, also I have a huge selection of stickers that I like. These were on sale, crazy on sale. They were like 60% off, and so I grabbed a whole bunch of those. I have to show you this one card that I did. I did the 3-dimensional balloons. I painted them, and then I glued them on with that tape, and then used curling ribbons for the strings. So I like it. It's 3-dimensional. It looks really good. On the inside, you could put more butterflies or anything you want. Pennies. It costs pennies. Here is one that I did with the butterflies and a sticker. I like that one. Okay, so let's see if our flowers, yeah, I've been talking and talking to see until my flowers dry. Yeah, not bad. All right, so let's cut these out. Again, make sure you use paper cutting scissors. I know I preach a lot about that, but it's important. If you ever buy a $50 pair of good sewing scissors, you do not want them ruined by paper. Paper comes from a tree, you know, so it's something that's not really good for scissors. It's like cutting wood. All right. Oh, guys, you all are getting to see my scissor cutting skills. I hope nobody's an occupational therapist out there. See that I'm kind of haphazard in doing this. But I like how it looks, you know, not perfect. It's more organic looking. All right. Let's see. Oh, I like that. From my son this year, I got this beautiful telescope. It's a little replica of a telescope, but it's very nautical looking, and I love anything coastal, nautical, beachy. Love that stuff. And it's beautiful. I put a picture of it on Facebook. So if you get a chance to look at that, it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to cut another little piece. Just, whoa, let go. Just enough to make it hide behind my flower. I go to my local Dollar Tree. I'm kind of crazy about it. I go at least once a week. Now the purple coneflower, you know what, I'm going to put them this way. Purple coneflower goes sideways. Well, sometimes they go up. The cone goes up. But I go frequently, and I go to a number of Dollar Trees because they're not all created equal. Some have stuff that others just do not. And I just like to go and see what's new. If you've ever seen those wreaths made out of flip-flops, they have dollar flip-flops. So that would be a really good thing. In fact, I might make one of those. We'll have to see. Starting next week, though, I am going to do some videos on stuff to make for the guys in your life, because Father's Day's coming, and I don't know about you, but it's not easy to buy for guys, especially if you like to make things. Guys don't really like homemade gifts like women do. So I have come up with some really cool things that I think all guys would like. So we'll see. And maybe if you want to make all three things, you can make a little gift basket. Okay, see, there's my other little flower. Now it's a he. It's kind of small, so I have got to get a really small piece of this tape. I'm so excited that they had this tape, and I don't have to be cutting up cardboard. All right, let's see if I can get it on there. Look at that. Okay, let's move this one aside for just a minute. I know I'm so haphazard today, but I'm really enjoying this. Oh, how am I going to put this? I am going to put this one right there. What do you think? I know it looks a little wonky, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Take my trusty pencil. Okay, and I am going to create, a little jar of some sorts here. Like that. Make a line for the threads. Okay, and it's going to come out like this. It's going to be a short, squatty jar. Oops, because I didn't give myself a lot of room. Okay. See? And then, let's see, this one's going to come up to there. Going to have one come up to there. And this one's going to be haphazard like that. What do you think? I like it. All right, let's ink it up. Okay. All right, I might have to fix the top of my jar because I have this one coming out of the side. So let's bring the jar around here, put the threads on it like you're going to put a lid on it, and come on out, and down. Now none of my flowers seem to have leaves, so let's put some leaves on there. All right, and then this one's got some leaves coming up here and down there. Okay. I'm going to erase my pencil marks. Remember where I put it. Okay. There you go. So, let's color that jar a little bit. Some water. Do not stick it in your coffee. That's a bad day when you stick your paintbrush in your coffee. All right, so I want this to be kind of translucent. I want to be able to see through the jar. Okay. If you go outside of the lines, that's kind of cool too. It makes it look watercolored. Okay. This, and I'm going to leave this little spot here white so it looks like a reflection on the jar. All right. Nice. All right, let's give those leaves a little color. Let's see. You notice a little bit of different variation in shades because they're not the same kind of flower. So let's see, let's give him some different leaves. All right. I think that's beautiful. I really like that. You know, and you could make this card 100 times and no two would be alike. That is so cool. All right, so let's do Happy Mother's Day. And what I'm going to do, since I only gave myself this much space, is I'll probably do Happy Mother's Day. So let's do that. And if you want to draw out lines, use a ruler, anything like that, that's great. If your lettering doesn't always make you happy, it doesn't always make me happy either, but it is what it is. Happy Mother's Day. Now I did mine all in caps, but I'm going to put little dots at the intersecting joints, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to use a bigger, instead of my 005, I'm going to use an 05, which is a much bigger tip on that. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Just because my lettering, I want a little bigger. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Nice. My mom left this earth when I was young. I was 28. And my daddy had passed when I was 5. So my mom was mom and dad. And in fact, I used to make her presents for both days because she was everything to me. So when she passed, it was kind of hard. We don't realize how much our mothers do for us until they're not here. In fact, my children were both very small, so they kind of remember her, but they never got the benefit of a grandma. Okay. There we are. Now I'm going to put some little dots on the intersecting parts, and I'll show you what I mean by that. It just makes your lettering into a different style of font. Anywhere the lines end or cross with each other, you put a little dot. Doesn't take a rocket scientist, but it actually adds quite a bit. I like that. See, it makes it happy. Let's try this one. I get done with this one, I'll do the the lacy one. So I just put a little dot on the O because it doesn't really start and stop. But, you know, give it a little something. And then when I get done with this last one, I'll show you how I decorated the envelope. Gives your Mother's Day card just a little oomph. There you go. Last word. Okay, here and here. There's that Mother's Day card. I like how that turned out. That's really sweet. And these flowers make it three-dimensional. Pretty cool idea. Okay, so let's make this one. Okay, I got a little paint on that. So I think a sticker or something should go there. We'll see. Let's just glue this one. How about we glue the one in the center and then write Happy Mother's Day on the inside? Love it. Okay, let's do the Mother's Day first, because otherwise I'll mess up my flower. Okay, so let's do this in a totally different font. Also, if you have a computer and a printer, or a phone and a printer, and you can design different fonts or get them off of the Word program, print them out, if you print them out on cardstock, you can use this tape, put it on the back and put it on there, and you just cut around the words, and it's beautiful, and you didn't have to write it out yourself. So that's also a neat idea. Happy Mother's Day. So here we go. I want to do something different. Who knows if this is going to turn out. Nope, because I'm going to run out of room. All right. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to go all the way down. Happy. Now, when you do font like this, you're just going to do it with the pen, but any line that you come down is going to be thicker than the lines that come up. So I'll show you when we do the ink. Mother's Day. Okay. So this is my 05. It's my bigger one. So any line that comes down is going to get a bigger, thicker. See what I mean? Like that. So this one goes across, this one goes down, so it's going to be thicker. Let's see, I'm going to make him up here, and this whole thing is going to be thicker. Okay, this line comes up so it's nice and thin. Okay, this comes down. And this one kind of comes down when you do it. Comes up, comes down. So let's do the down. This one kind of comes down. There we go. Okay, down. And I still have all my pencil marks in there, so those will all go away. And it will look a lot better. Okay. Up, down, down. Okay, this one comes down. So, doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect. And if you are, you know, the type that really needs perfect, then I would suggest you do the computer. Okay. I'm going to go in a little quicker here, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me do this whole thing. I'm just going to draw the line like I would color those in and do it later. I'll show you the picture of it on the on my Facebook. Okay, nice and thick, and down. This will be thick. All right, let's erase our pencil lines. And you can see it a little better. Let me cross my T. Cross your T and dot your I's. There you go. But you're going to see, you know, then I'll color all that area in. So that will be, that's another style of font. So let's do the outside. And you can do this with hot glue. You don't need to. I'm just using some good old Elmer's. Just putting a big old blob on there. Okay. Now, the more three-dimensional you make it, the harder it's going to be in an envelope. So if you're not mailing it, maybe you don't even want to put it in an envelope. And I need to cover up that blue blotchy thing that was from my paint because I think I had it on my fingers. Oh my goodness. Now, if you want, you can just glue hearts all over the place and you have another Mother's Day card. Very fancy. Okay, so let's do an envelope. Let me find all my envelopes. Luckily, the set of cards that I bought came with a whole bunch of envelopes. Okay, I made a template somewhere. Huh. See if I can find that. I made a template that goes on the inside of the card, or inside of the envelope. Or maybe I did. Find it anywhere. All right. Well, let's make another one. What a crud. Okay, so I took a regular piece of paper. Actually, this would be kind of cool to show you. And I put it on here. Oh, wow, it's the same width. So that's good. And I took my pencil and I'm going to draw around. All right. So it's going to be like that. Now I'm going to cut around this, but just a little shy because I want it to fit into the envelope better. So I'm going to cut some off the side. See how I'm on the inside of the line there? There we go. And on the inside of this line, it's kind of good that I can't find my template because now I can show you what I did. Okay, now if you fold this in half, you can make sure both sides are even. Oh yeah, I kind of missed the mark there. There we go. I'll make sure that they're the same. This little curve right here is a little different. Okay, so they're even, like that. I'm going to cut this out of some pretty pretty paper. Gee whiz. I really like this one. So I'm going to cut it out of there. Let's stay away from the price. They were 69 cents, but I got them for 25 cents a piece. Okay. Put them as close to the edge as you can. You don't want to put something right in the middle of your paper and cut it out because then you've wasted all that extra paper. So always save as much paper as you can. Go around your edges. Oops. Like that. Okay. Let's cut it out. That's going to be beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, let's get all my scraps and everything out of the way. Tuck that in there, and that is going to be the inside of your envelope. Isn't that pretty? Let me turn it around. I love that. Now, you don't have to glue the whole thing because it will pucker a little bit because I'm using Elmer's. So I suggest you just kind of do a little dab at the tip. Okay. Kind of line it up with the glue that's already on the envelope. There we go. Kind of goes right there. Ah, stop it. It's moving all over. There we go. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There. and kind of let that dry. So when you open the envelope, wow, isn't that pretty? All right. Yeah. Oh, well, that kind of matches that. So let's use it for that. I was thinking at first it wouldn't go, but when you pull your Mother's Day card out and there's your envelope, that's pretty sweet. I hope this looks okay because my camera angles are, this is all new for me. So this is one of my favorite Mother's Day cards. I really like how that turned out. All right, let's find where our envelope bends. Bend that up. Okay. So you'll write your little note in there, Mom, I love you, you're the best. I like your apple pie. I don't know. Thank you for putting up with all my crap growing up because being a teenager is hard. All right. You can put your confetti in there, whatever you want. Little hearts, little butterflies. And look, it is going to fit in there even though it's three-dimensional. What mom wouldn't want that? I love that. All right, let's do one more envelope because I'm loving this. I really like these purple butterflies, but I'm not a fan, now that I look at it, I'm really not a fan of this line in between. So let's kind of get rid of that. Just my pencil line. Okay. This is a white eraser also. What I like about these pens is they're really, really cheap, but you can pull this eraser out and put another one in. Perfect. Alrighty. You know what? This needs something. This needs, what do you think? Let's see if I can pick this one up. How about here and here? No, it just needs something right in here. No, it's too much of the same color. Let's get a sticker. Here we go. No? Jeez, I can't find my stickers. Here we go. I love these little ones. Those will fit perfect right in there. I have all these. So I think, oh, I'm going to put a couple of bees in there. Nope, I can't. They're going the wrong way. Silly. All right. Let's put a ladybug and a flower. Let's put this color flower. There we go. Ah! A little different. Okay. Let's put a different piece of paper in there. What do I want? I got tons of paper, let me tell you. Let's do, how about something like that? Or so, oh, no, something like this. Yes. All right. If it's got a definite up and down pattern, make sure you do your thing right. Otherwise, you'll be coming upside down out of your envelope. All right. Get my template on here. I know I'm probably going to take a look at this video later and go, oh my God, I can't believe people watch that because the camera angles are all wrong. But it's a learning curve. We'll get it. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing instead of seeing me all the time. All right. Get another envelope. Oh, this is so sweet. So sweet. Look at that one. I like that. Gee whiz. This is so easy. I might do this to just, if I do buy a greeting card, get some paper and put it on the inside of the envelope. That is pretty. Let's see if I can line it up with the glue. By glue, I mean the glue that's around that's already on the envelope. There we go. Let that dry a little bit. That's cute. I like the purples in that. All right. I'm going to put, I have some of these little hearts that I cut out. I'm going to put them on the inside of my card. Like that. One more. Get in there. All right. So when she opens the card, boom, all this confetti comes out. And it's so adorable. All right. Let me fold this along the bend here that the envelope already has. There. Put my card in there. Oh, I lost a heart. There we go. You know what? I might put it in upside down so that when she opens it, all those hearts just come flying out. All right, make sure all your butterflies are laying down. You can fluff them up later. Get in there, guys. I don't know, does your church do anything special for Mother's Day? Ours usually gives every mom a flower. And we all get to go up front and they recognize Mother's Day, and it's always really cool. All right, so let's do something on the outside. I cut a butterfly out of, you know what? I should cut a butterfly out of that. Let's do that. All right, where's my butterfly stamp or cutter? Here it is. Okay, what's nice about this cutter is you can see where you're cutting, so you don't like cut the butter. I'm gonna be upside down. Cut the butterfly. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. So you don't cut his little wings off. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's cute. So we'll do this on the outside. I'm just going to put it right in the center. And there you go. Alrighty. So, are you still there? Hey! So, if you decide to make your own Mother's Day cards, I think is an awesome idea. And they're not $7 a piece. And I think any mom would be happy to get something like this. Or something like this. That's beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed this project. If you did, please sprinkle it all over Facebook, because I'd be so grateful. And save it to your own page so you can refer back to it later if you want to make something else or use one of my ideas. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY. And come visit my blog. Have a great Mother's Day. Love you guys. Bye.